Feminism.
You keep lying when you ought to be truthin'.
Get with it. Hi, I'm Lexi Cullum, otherwise known as Lexi Lufoto. I'm a senior photography major at the Fashion Institute of Technology, and I am working in several different mediums, so not only photography, but with GIFs and video, so I'd like to think of myself as a visual artist. So with my art, it's very colorful and quirky at first look, and I'm really hoping that when people look at it, they'll do a double take, because underneath all the color, there's a lot of darker undertones with it, and it's dealing with issues like periods and with sexual assault and rape and topics like that people don't really want to talk about. So I'm hoping that when people take a look at my art, they'll really think about their lives and just go, is that something that I'm doing? Is that something that, I'm making fun of my sister or my girlfriend for? And just to really stop and take a second and reevaluate their life by it. Growing up, I grew up in a very conservative, very Catholic family, and growing up, there's stuff that I wanted to do that I couldn't have. Like one of the things I distinctly remember is I wanted a Hot Wheels remote controllable car, but my parents said no because it's a boy toy, it's not a girl toy. So with my art, I again cover topics that are a little bit gross, people don't really want to talk about them, and because of that, those are some problems I acquire, like, oh, that's not really a ladylike thing to do, women shouldn't really be talking about that stuff, but like, if women or men, if no one talks about it, no one's going to know about it. I'm really hoping that with feminism and in my art, everyone can just hold hands and be happy and there'll be no more problems in the world. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So I'm just hoping that using feminism in my art, people will just start to change and see that, hey, let's all just be equal, because we're all just human beings at the end of the day. So I'm focusing a lot of my thesis on third wave feminism right now. And by doing that, I am taking hints from second wave feminism by having this kind of like poppy, cutout collage-y type aesthetic to put in, because there's a lot of stuff that we're dealing with today that's the second wave feminism we went through, but the stuff, we haven't really accomplished that, you know what I mean? Like, women still can't have like hairy legs without getting criticized, or like still using the pill. We're still like having these fights to get birth control, and so like that is what this first GIF is about. So if you want to stand right here, I'll get out of the way so you can see.
Like this?
Yes, okay. Perfect. So yeah, I'm making these cutout silhouettes so people can stand in them. Mm-hmm. And so you can actually be put into these environments and see what's happening around you.
Cool.
And again, like I said, this is still a work in progress, but this is going to be about trying to get birth control, and as we know, Trump just passed this lovely act here that says workers are allowed to deny people the right to have birth control through work, like the, I'm blanking on the word, healthcare and stuff like that. So yeah, I want to make these little surreal sets that will be projected onto people that you can step in and actually see and put yourself in these things to kind of like open your eyes up and be more accepting of everything overall.
So why this format? Why the interactive GIF? What is it supposed to accomplish?
Well, I was thinking that that's actually a really good question. I was going through my head and wondering, like, what's going to be the most impactful thing? What is something, like, if I just make a picture and have it on the wall and people are looking at it, I feel like it's not going to be as memorable as, like, getting into your head as something that's interactive. So that's why I figured actually being able to put your human body, to put yourself into these little world sets, that it would actually kind of make a little bit more of a statement and have you, like, just be able to picture it and be in it.
All right, great. And can you describe the difference between second wave feminism and third wave feminism?
Yeah, of course. So the second wave feminism happened in the 60s, and it was all about pretty much the right to the female body. And it was using, like, again, using birth control and just having everything that this is my body and I own it and it's not yours. So that's kind of what the whole second wave feminism about. The
third wave that we're going into now, or well, kind of happened, it was in the 90s and today, is all about trans rights and queer theory and stuff like that. So, but unfortunately, instead of being more progressive and moving forward, it seems like in today's society we're kind of being pushed back and not going any further. We're kind of like a standoff. And so that's why I'm hoping to make this project to deal with issues from second wave and third wave to push forward.
Well, that's all the time we have now. Thanks, Lexi, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Kaylee.
Next time.